It's from the car rental office near their Lompoc, California home on October the 7th. That's the day they embarked on a highly mysterious road trip to Nebraska. We've seen a picture of young Melodee from that visit, but now the aperture has widened. And we can see her mom, Ashleigh, too. And now it's obvious why police were saying it seems like the child was wearing a wig because mom was known to wear wigs. And this particular photograph proves that. Police are now also confirming that Melodee, the child, was seen alive as late as October the 9th, 2 days after that picture that you just saw. That's when Ashleigh was making her way back from Nebraska to Southern California. They say surveillance video places the child near the Colorado-Utah border. After that, they say Ashleigh drove through and made stops in Green River, Utah, Panguitch, Utah, St. George, Utah, a tiny corner northwest Arizona, Prim, Nevada, and Rancho Cucamonga, California. All of the stops on your screen were on or about October the 9th. On the 10th, they say Ashleigh returned home to Lompoc all alone. Police are asking anyone who may have spotted Ashleigh's rented white 2024 Chevy Malibu in any of these places to call them. And speaking of that white Malibu that they are referencing, we're now learning Ashleigh switched license plates while she was en route in that car. Police say the car was spotted October 8th with a New York license plate that did not belong to the rental company nor to Ashleigh. When she turned that rental car back in, the original California plate had been reaffixed to that car. Nothing suspicious about that, am I right? Yeah. Joining me now to sort out all of this is retired FBI agent Jennifer Coffindaffer. So the most important part of all of the revelations today, the video, the license plates, the wig, all of it, what's your read?
The most important thing is we have a whole new date where now we know she was alive, and that was on the 9th. That is huge information. But I think on top of that, Ashleigh, look at the fact that they said she was on camera on the Utah border, but yet they have all those other destinations and cities that were far west of there, yet no camera footage of her. That is so concerning. It makes me think she didn't make it far past that point that she's last seen.
So the October 9th sighting, I'm confused as to why the police are only telling us that now. If they're looking for people and extra eyeballs to get on this story and give them tips, why are they just telling these things to us now?
Well, Ashleigh, I'm wondering when this information came to them, when they first were able to discern that she was on that camera. This is a situation of true gumshoe FBI agent work. You have AO leads, which are auxiliary office leads that are put out to all these different areas, and these agents have to go to these particular locations and pull camera footage. Then they have to download it. Then they have to sit there and meticulously watch it. And that's how they're getting the footage like the one they referred to. So maybe this is a little fresher than we think.
So talk to me about that route, the map that we put up, and the fact that the police are now telling us they're searching 4 different states. How exactly does this work, especially if the FBI is taking lead?
So the headquarters of the FBI for this case is out of Los Angeles. There's an RA in San Maria. I believe that's the RA that would handle this case. They are responsible for putting out what we call leads to all of these other offices that are throughout this 4-state region. From there, a lead lands on your desk, and this is going to be a priority lead as opposed to routine, and you're going to go out and cover that lead. In other words, look at that location where they know that they have been.
So when you say look in the location, those states are all big. Do they just sort of hit everything along the highway, or how do they actually tackle this?
Well, first of all, I think there's very pointed information that's from that GPS in that Malibu, possibly also if she had a cell phone, and certainly from her credit card. We know she had a credit card to rent that. So I think they're also working on that credit card information to track. And so those agents are going to be pointedly go to those locations along that route to try to pull information such as the video surveillance from those locations.
So does that mean they put boots on the ground at every single stop that, say, a credit card is seen to have activated? Like every gas station, they'll go to each gas station and say, what did you see? Did you see the little girl? I mean, is it literally that much gumshoe detective boots on the ground work?
Absolutely. You're going to go to those locations, and I'm sure they're going to do this the right way. You're also going to want to go at the exact time that they are believed to have used that credit card. And this is why. There's people that hang around those gas stations at different times. You've seen them. I've seen them. People are routine. So you're going to want to interview all those witnesses, the clerks that were working at that particular time, and pull that footage.
So Jennifer, like you and I have been talking about this case for weeks, and there's just what I feel like is a mountain of evidence of bad acting, right? Bad actor behavior, switching license plates, wearing wigs, evidence is taken from the home, renting cars, you know, this is all the sort of stuff that innocent people don't typically do. Why is this woman, Ashleigh Buzzard, Melodee's mother, not arrested yet?
Well, the biggest problem is anytime you want to arrest somebody, you have to have the criminal violation in hand that you can charge. So if you look at this case, the number one thing they could do is put her before a dependency court. All they have to do is have a judge issue a summons to her. They need to pull her into court and have her explain what is going on with her daughter. At the point she does not explain, she can be held in contempt and jailed until she explains.
So the dependency court, this is the thing that's been really bugging me. I feel like we got 2 weeks ago, CPS going to the door, handing her a document that neighbors said was produce this child in 72 hours. Well, 72 hours came and went. And then we learned it wasn't a police request. This was a CPS request, but we never heard that police made that same request. Why would they not have made the same request? Why aren't they making it today?
Well, you know, I'm looking at this thinking that there is good reason for when she is out. Remember, she's the only person that really knows what happened to Melodee. And so she's a key witness. For instance, that storage locker, do they know about the storage locker from the credit card information? Or was she frequently going to that storage locker? I am sure they have her under surveillance, and she's providing information unwittingly about just through her actions now.
Again, surveillance is one thing. Arresting someone and then scaring the bejesus out of them with, you know, potential murder charges until she coughs up information, that's another thing. Is that just not a good strategy?
I don't think it's that it's not a good strategy. I think that they're toiling with what are they going to arrest her for. Any parent can take a child and have them go and visit an individual that they deem appropriate to visit. That's not a crime. Certainly everything she's doing and everything we know leads us to think this is a crime that she has possibly committed. But Ashleigh, the truancy law changed October 1st in California. So to me, the truancy would have been the number one thing they could have charged her with, but now that's not a criminal violation as of literally October 1st.
Should be. Makes me livid. All right, last question. Are they watching for a major mistake being made on the part of Ashleigh Buzzard? And if so, what's that mistake they're looking for?
Well, Ashleigh, do you remember when we talked about a week and a half ago, the cars that she tried to rent? I think that could have been a key clue if she would have been able to rent those cars. Was she going back to the location that she left Melodee? That's the kind of mistake they're looking for, and that's what they're hoping, that somehow that she will make a huge mistake like that and lead them to Melodee.
Not hoping that she's listening to this, but how on earth do you keep eyes on someone like this so that she doesn't disappear into the ether?
Well, there's cameras that can be put on in her neighborhood and that can watch her. And I would believe that they have that in place and are watching her remotely.
Jennifer Coffindaffer, I hope we end up meeting in a different circumstance, and that is, good news that they found this girl and that hopefully they'll put her into some kind of a custodial situation where she can live out her middle school. I mean, she's barely even in middle school. I think at 9 she might still be in elementary school. But thank you for your analysis. Really, really helpful. I appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.